And it's another episode of Product Management 101 with Temini Kanlayo. And last week, I wrote a full PRD live for a product called Kudi Track. All right. I know somebody will be like, last week, let me go back. Let me check. Did she drop any video last week? All right. 3 weeks ago, I wrote a full PRD live for a product called Kudi Track, an expense tracker for freelancers. And a bunch of you asked me. I got like some comments, and I think one that actually stood out was, how did you know it was worth building in the first place, right? Now that's a great question, and the answer is a document that comes before the PRD. And this document is called the product strategy, and most product managers don't know how to write one. So today I'm writing one, and it's going to be a live demo. And for the same product, we are going to be using our Kudi track. So we are going to start from like a blank page. Let's get into it. Hello, gorgeous girls and beautiful boys. You guys thought I wasn't going to say it. Hello, gorgeous girls and beautiful boys, men and women. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. And what do I do here? I help aspiring and entry level product managers break into and grow in this field. Now, quick note before we go into it. This video builds on my last one. If you have not watched me write the Kudi Track PRD live, you need to watch that one first. So go back before you join us here, and I'll link it also in the description, or maybe just tag it on the post. So this video is the strategy for the same product. We are going to be using the same product. Now, why does this order matter? Because in real PM work, strategy comes before the PRD. Strategy says why we are building, PRD says what we are building. So if your strategy is wrong, no PRD will save you. So let's just write a very, very good one, not just a very good one. Now, the difference is a PRD answers, what are we building? Who is it for? How do we know it worked? It is tactical. That's the PRD. And the product strategy answers, why are we building this? What game are we playing? How will we win? Now, that one is directional. So, if a PRD is a recipe, the strategy is deciding to open a restaurant in the first place, and what kind of restaurants, and who your customers are, and why you beat the competition. So, that's what your strategy is going to do for you. Now, every product manager should be able to write both. Junior PMs usually only write PRDs. That's why they will say that you are still a junior manager, but I don't want you to be like a junior product manager. You need to up, up. All right, so yes, let's get into it. So yes, this is the document we are going to be using. So I'm just going to drop this template in the chat, and so yes, this is the document, and you can just put whatever name of product, the author, the date, da da da. And I added this quick reminder, so you know before you write. A product strategy is not a plan. I explained that earlier. And so we are just going to get into it. The vision, this is, where do we want this product to be in 3 years? Not 6 months, not 1 year, but 3 years. So vision is a stretch. It's aspirational, right? It's the thing you'll be proud of if it came true. So that is your vision, and I'm just going to start writing it. So I'm not going to be talking, so that I can just concentrate on writing, and you just see what I am trying to do. So yes, this is the vision. And that is it. One sentence. Notice what it does. It names who we serve, freelancers in Africa. It names the emotional outcome, default, automatic, and it's specific enough that we would know if we got there. So that is your vision. A we vision says, oh, we want to be the best expense tracker. A strong vision paints a picture of the world when you've won. So always write a second kind. That you should always do. So that is for vision. And the second part is the target market and user. So we have the target market and user. Now the target market and user, um, we actually did this in the PRD too, but at the strategy level, we are brother. We are not just describing the user, we are sizing the opportunity. And I'm just going to type it out. So we have the target market and we also have the beachhead user. So I'm going to be writing the two. Now, if you notice what I did, I did two things here. I named the total market size and the beachhead. Strategy people always ask, how big is this thing? If you don't have a number, you don't have a strategy, you have a hobby. Now, the second thing is I named a beachhead, not just the target user. A beachhead is the specific segment you attack first, Nigerian first, then Kenya, then South Africa. Strategy is about sequence, not just direction. Now, the third part is problem we are solving. The problem at the strategy level, this is broader than the PRD problem statement. We are describing the market gap, not just the user pain. So I'm just going to type it out. Notice the structure. I named who is failing them, global tools, local banks, why they are failing, built for the wrong user, and the size of the gap, that is millions. So strategy problems should always be described in terms of what's broken about the current market, not just what our users struggle with. Now let's go to the fourth part, winning aspiration. Winning aspiration, this one gets skipped a lot. It's the answer to what does winning look like for us. It's not for users, it's not for the market, it's for us. What's the outcome we are going after? Two parts, what we want to be, that's number one, defined by our monthly active users and how we will sustain it. So we are going to do freemium, then we should be profitable by year four. If you can't finish the sentence, we will know we won when you don't have a strategy, you have a wishful thinking. So you should be able to complete that sentence. Now the fifth part, where we will pay. Where will we play rather? This is one of the most powerful concepts in strategy. Roger Martin, one of the most respected strategy thinkers alive, uses this exact frame. You can't win everywhere, so decide where you will compete and where you won't. And I have like where we'll play. We have the geography, we have user segments, we have platform and our pricing tier, and also the distribution. Everything I just wrote is also a list of everything we are not doing. No SMEs, no web, no enterprise, no B2B. B2B is business to business. That's the point of this section, clarity by subtraction. Now let's go to the sixth one, how we will win. This is the other section and the most important one. It's your unique approach and the reason you'll beat the competition. If you can't answer how are we different from what already exists, you shouldn't be building. So let's start. So I'm just gonna do like four levers here, and I'm not gonna do like 8 or 15 or four. If your I will win has more than 5 bullet points, you don't have a strategy, you have a to-do list. Focus is always the point. Focus, focus. All right, the seventh one is key capabilities. What do we need to be great at to execute the strategy? This is the bridge between strategy and building. So I'm just gonna type out the capabilities. Notice these aren't tactics, they are capabilities, things we need to be world class at. Some we probably have, some we probably don't. Strategy makes both visible. So you should be able to write this out. Now, the eighth part is success metrics, different from the PRD metrics. At the strategy level, we are tracking direction of features. So let's write our success metrics. And that's it. 3 years, three checkpoints. If we hit year one, we know the strategy is working. If we miss it, then we rewrite. Right? Okay, so let's go to the last section. Yay! Now, strategic bets and risk. This every strategy makes assumptions, right? This section makes them visible so we can pressure test them. And so I'm just gonna write the strategy bets and also the risk that we would be looking at. And every senior PM I know writes down their bets and their risk before they build. Junior product managers don't, which is why they keep building teams that fail for reasons they should have seen coming. And that is it. So we've just written a product strategy for Kudi Track. And I'm going to be dropping the template, and I hope that it will be really, really helpful to you as a product manager. So let's get back into the video. And yes, that's it. We just wrote a full product strategy in about 20 minutes, thereabouts, right? Three things before you take this template and run. One, a strategy is not a plan. Plans get executed, strategies get chosen. Every strategy is a series of our choices: where to play, where not to play, how to win. If your strategy does not make anyone uncomfortable, it is probably not a strategy. They need to ask you, are you sure? Are you sure you actually think true? Do you get? So they need to ask you questions. The second thing is you need to write your strategy before your PRD, not after. If you find yourself writing PRDs without a clear strategy behind them, you're a feature factory. That's it. You're a you do feature a lot. You're not a product team. And the third thing is revisit it every quarter, not to rewrite it, but to check whether it still holds. Markets change, users change, assumptions get tested. Great PMs update strategy as they learn. And now this is the most interesting part. If this landed, you need to do me a favor. Tell me in the comments which section of the strategy you found hardest. That helps me plan the next video. And if you have not watched the PRD live walkthrough, that's the natural next step, my darling. It's the what to this video's why. So we are going to get a free strategy template in the description. I'm going to put it in the description. I'm actually thinking of adding it to the PRD template, but maybe I'll just separate it so you can share it. You can use it for your own product work. And if you are serious about growing as a product manager, we currently run a 3-month training course. And you can just send me a mail. I think that's the best way to reach out to get across to me. Just send me a mail and I will send the pricing and also the syllabus to you. So we cover strategy, PRDs, roadmaps, discovery, stakeholder management, and the actual judgment calls that separate junior PMs from senior ones. Subscribe if this was yet very, 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 very useful. You need to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. And that was an exciting one. I can't wait to talk to you guys the next time we see. Be safe and ensure that you do something valuable this week. Bye.